So today we're checking out some Karens that get arrested at work. See how this goes. A lot more videos have been coming out lately about Karens, so.
Karens are one of the most infuriating types of people, thinking they're above the law and believing everyone should follow their rules. But what happens when Karens abuse their powers as a worker and get arrested on the job?
Alright, go ahead and put your hands in front of you with your thumbs facing up, please.
Is this gonna go like on the news?
Chances are it will, Jennifer.
She does look
Refusing
like
to
a
leave
Karen.
work drunk to stealing from the cash register. These are times when entitled Karens get arrested at work, starting with arguably one of the most shocking.
No, this isn't resistance.
This is resisting.
This is not
Stop resisting.
Most people can't wait to get off work for a day, but these cops are about to meet a woman who's insistent on staying put even after she's been fired. On the 20th of February 2023, two officers received a call regarding a heavily intoxicated employee at a car dealership. She'd arrived at work that day on time, totally sober, but as the day wore on,
Look how low her eyes are sagging. She could barely keep it together. Look at that.
but as the
God.
day wore
Oh
on,
my gosh.
employees and customers noticed she was getting more and more drunk. After confirmation, the company fired her. Unfortunately, though, things weren't going to be that easy, and she was refusing to leave.
She was on the phone, and one of my other employees downstairs heard the person that she was on the phone. And he stopped drinking while on the job. So we just terminated her probably 10 minutes before I called you guys. And she's refusing to leave.
Hi, ma'am. How are you?
Hi.
You doing okay?
Yeah, hi, what's your name?
I am Officer Cafroni from Miles Police.
Hi, how may I help you?
No, how may I help you?
She still
What's
thinks
going
she's on the phone.
Nothing, I'm just trying to figure this out.
Do you have any idea why I'm here?
No clue. Just,
Would you like to know what I'm here for?
That's your problem.
Well, I know what I'm here for. That might be your problem, actually. That might be a business of yours.
I'm also in law school if you want to take down my lawyer's information.
Well, I don't want to talk to you just yet. You just ignore me.
Okay,
So she was.
I'm in law school. I know all the laws. You can't arrest me.
Administrator type of thing?
Yeah, that's her desk.
It's immediately obvious how drunk this girl really is, and she's also instantly appearing avoidant and combative. The owner had already asked her to leave multiple times at this point, but every time she'd just ignore the commands and continue to work. And as the cops continue to question her, she only becomes more delusional.
You obviously are professional.
I mean, so it's my understanding they're terminating your employment here at the Chevrolet?
Well, what's confirmed is that I need to have someone pick me up.
You guys officially asked her to leave the property?
Yes, we did. Her mom was on the phone after I
Yeah,
told
my
her
mom
to
said that
leave.
she was on the way.
Her mom said she's not coming to pick her.
How old do you think she is? She's mid-20s. Oh my gosh. Asking for her mom to come pick her up from work. I can already see how this is going.
No, let me put my mom on speaker.
You need to leave the dealership now.
By refusing to leave, she's only making things worse for herself. Her employer has every right to call the police as she's now trespassing on the property. If she doesn't leave, she could start to rack up a serious number of charges, but she seems to believe she knows better than the law.
Okay, so I asked my mom to come on the way.
Your mother told me she's not picking you up.
So what's my mom's name?
I wouldn't either.
She's on the phone.
We're telling you need to leave. You're gonna be
So
trespassed.
I can't call my mom and ask her to
They
pick me
don't
up?
want you to use their phones, okay?
So I can't ask my mom to come pick me up?
You can use your phone, not mine.
She's gonna start crying.
Mommy, this is my mom.
The girl then calls her mother and talks to her in Spanish, explaining the whole situation. But before she has a chance to hang up, the cops decide they're done with her games and decide to move in to arrest her. However, as you might expect, this Karen was about to do everything she could to make things as difficult as possible for them.
Okay, I've had enough. We're going outside. We're
Are
going
you
outside.
touching me?
Let's go outside. We've asked you to leave. Let's go.
Yeah.
Have your purse.
We're going outside. Time to go outside.
I will pick myself up, but don't touch me.
Okay, let's go outside.
Okay,
We've
let me
asked you
grab
to
my
leave.
purse. Let me grab my purse, but do not
There you
touch me. Okay,
Outside.
but my lip gloss.
Right.
Like, bro, what the fuck is wrong?
We've asked you to leave.
You have bigger worries than your freaking lip gloss right now.
Time to go.
Stop.
That's okay. All right.
Check out my mouth.
All right. Put your hands on your head. We're not doing this. We're not doing this.
Bro, stop.
No living being
Bro,
should ever
stop.
eat processed food for every single meal of their life.
Stop.
You guys want you back.
No, this isn't resistance.
This is resistance.
Why does this remind me of AOC? Like in her younger years. Oh my god, their voice sounds the exact same.
This is not resisting. I'm not resisting. I'm literally innocent. I'm innocent.
This could have been super simple. And you
Yeah, I knew she was gonna start crying.
What are you doing?
Purse, my stuff. My purse. That's my purse. That's my phone.
I don't know what you were drinking, my dear. Pretty strong.
You know what, you guys? This whole company's gonna be sued. Come on, take me out, bitch. Take me out, bitch.
Well, you could have just left like.
Oh my gosh.
I wanted to leave. Fuck this.
Stop moving around.
I don't give a fuck. What? I'm in law school. I have a clean record.
Okay, but like I said, you could have just left.
I think there's a certain point when you get like so drunk. You just start throwing observations out there. I'm in law school. I have a clean record. That's my purse. That's my lip gloss. And that's a car. That's the sun.
I wanted to leave. I tried to leave. They wouldn't let me.
It didn't seem like that.
They wouldn't let me.
By the way,
Oh my
Shit
god.
off of me before.
they're not coming off.
Her threats to sue the company are pretty baseless, especially as she was later charged with disturbing the peace, trespassing,
Throw the
and
book
resisting
at her.
arrest. But you don't have to be drunk to try and escape from the law, as this next suspect shows us, when she finds herself on the run with nowhere to hide.
You gotta back up.
You gotta back up.
You gotta back up.
You keep running up on me. He slammed a girl.
On July 12, 2022, a reckless driver began to cause chaos in the streets of New York, leading several people to call 911. The suspect's vehicle was soon spotted by the NYPD, and an officer decided to pull it over and question the owner before things got any more dangerous. But the officer wasn't prepared for what he would be faced with just minutes later.
I'm doing DoorDash. Yeah, I got my, title and everything for the bike.
You need a license plate for it now, so you can order use it.
When do it, you can see on the DoorDash thing and everything. I can use the bike for DoorDash. I'm picking up a delivery right now.
You can't have this on the road.
Wait, it's on the sidewalk. Yeah, it's a 49cc though.
Doesn't matter. If you're using it on the road, you have to have it registered to New York State.
Do you have any paperwork for it at all?
Yes, I do. I can show you right now.
I got your license.
In New York, reckless drivers can come with a punishment of 30 days in jail, but that's only if it's your first offense. If you've been caught out before, then you could spend even longer behind bars. But it appears reckless driving isn't the only problem here, as the bike the driver is using for her delivery job has no license plates. There are many ways the driver could have dealt with this situation, but in classic Karen fashion, she started to argue with the cops and seemed determined.
See these guys back here? They're just waiting for the tea. They're just listening. This guy right here too. He's not even going in the store yet. He's just sitting there watching. It's like those videos of like somebody outside like raking the leaves while the neighbors have the cops outside. That's what these guys are doing straight up.
To finish her deliveries.
I don't understand. I'm doing Uber
See, look at him. He's
Eats.
a lingering.
I mean, she has a license.
You were driving this.
Yeah, but I drive it too.
Yeah, but she was driving.
I'm about to show you my title to the bike, sir.
This is another guy now.
I understand, man, but
I
you need
don't
to have a
understand. I'm
license.
doing a job.
Clearly, the driver wants to get back to work, but the problem is, if she's driving without a license, then she could be facing a further 15 days in jail. She needs to prove that she has a license to drive, but instead, she makes a crazy decision that would land her in a lot of trouble.
Main question is, there's no driver.
on the vehicle.
You're not getting away.
Stop fighting! Michael trying to take my bike! Come on, I'm doing it! Yes, I'm not. I'm sitting there. I'm
She got slammed.
It's frankly hilarious that this entitled woman was trying to claim that she wasn't resisting arrest while simultaneously running
Trying
with her
to
bike,
run?
writhing on the ground, and pushing away from the officers. She's already gotten herself into a terrible position, but she could mitigate the damages by just producing her license now. But instead, she chose to play it the hard way.
Yo, sister, loosen up. Loosen up.
I am.
Sister, relax.
And it's not long before bystanders try to get involved, making an already tense situation even worse.
I'm gonna back up. Don't touch me. You scared too?
I'm scared?
Yeah, you scared too?
You gotta back up.
You gotta back up.
You gotta back
You
up.
keep running up on me.
I'm not running up on you.
Keep recording me.
You don't need to be.
He slammed a girl.
Dude, you like it doesn't even involve you. You weren't even involved in the situation. So back away. You're gonna end up getting yourself in trouble. Just let them do their jobs. I don't understand why you got to involve yourself for no reason. This guy's probably going to go to jail now,
For no
too.
reason. He's slamming on the floor. You're not from around here. You're raised in a white neighborhood. And you're scared of
Oh
black
my
people.
This
gosh.
bystander is making some pretty bold claims, but
Racial.
the suspect was
Make
trying
it
to
racial.
escape. And police in New York are authorized to use physical force when they need to arrest someone, prevent escape, or defend a person or property from harm. Tensions were high regarding cops in New York around the time of this arrest, so it adds an extra level of stress for the arresting officer.
Touch me, I'ma sleep you. I'm not her.
You antagonizing female.
That's a threat.
That's my uncle's cop. You told him I'm doing Uber Eats.
Then provide the inventory, not run. It's not a run.
Uber Eats or DoorDash?
Yes, he's telling me I need a license. I don't have a license for the bike. Plus, I'm not run.
You're resisting. You're upset.
I didn't
She has just admitted to not having a license for this vehicle, but suggesting all she could do was run is definitely the wrong move. Although the outcome of this case
All
is
she
unknown,
could do is
this
run.
driver could be facing a hefty fine and even prison time for driving without a license and resisting arrest. Lying to a police officer is never a good thing, but gets even worse when you're supposed to be the responsible one, just like this elementary school teacher who's about to find out that lying to the cops comes with some serious consequences.
From a legal standpoint, I'm going to go ahead and make the arrest.
So you're going to arrest her and take her from here?
Again, there's two ways now. You can view an arrest as she goes to jail, or I could cite and release on her own recognizance, provided she's got somebody that's sober that can come and take possession of her.
In just a couple
a
of
drunk
weeks, there
teacher.
were multiple incidents of drunk teachers getting out of control in the classroom.
I remember
in
that one.
Oklahoma.
That one was
of
crazy.
those cases was when a teacher named Jennifer showed up to her class in September 2023. Before the first bell even rang, her colleagues knew something was wrong, and they could smell the problem a mile off.
How you doing from there?
I'm good. How are you?
Oh, it's almost the end of the week. So what's going on today?
They said they had reports where I was drinking it.
They say that I'm drinking, but I'm not.
Never happened.
When was the last time you had anything to drink?
Last night.
How much did you drink?
Just a glass of wine. Nothing major.
All right. Well, would you be willing to submit to some tests?
Yeah.
All right. What I'm going to do first is I'm going to check you for HGM. Okay, this is what we call standardized field sobriety test.
The standard field sobriety test is the go-to method for police, and although it's not always accurate, it can help police determine if a suspect
Look at
is
those
under the
eyebrows,
influence.
man.
Normally, we see these tests performed at traffic stops, but this teacher is about to get tested in her own school.
Okay. All right. Can you see that right there?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I want you to follow this with your eyes and your eyes only. Don't move your head. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Just track on that.
Her head's moving. See, she's doing this.
Keep your head as straight as you can, okay?
You gotta be in a pretty low place to be drinking at school, at your job. Like, it's not even just a standard job. You're drinking at school with children around. I don't even know what the crime is, what they would call it. Public intoxication and maybe around minors or something, but that's just crazy.
This is what we call our portable breathalyzer machine.
Depending on what type of breathalyzer machine the Oklahoma police use, the test can be...
Any guesses on what she's gonna blow? I'm gonna guess a 0.15 is what I'm guessing right now.
accurate to within 0.01%. So lying about how much you've drank before you take one is not a smart move.
Yes.
You don't have to take the test, but this again would be your opportunity to prove this.
Sure.
Okay. You willing to take that test?
Yes.
Okay.
I haven't had anything today.
Well, if people have had a really good one on the night before, it can carry over into the next day. But if you had one glass of wine last night and you didn't have anything else after that, one glass of wine isn't going to carry over into the next day.
No, I mean, I went to sleep.
Okay, what's going to happen is when this thing tells me it's time to blow, I'm going to have you reach over with your mouth and blow into that as hard as you can until I tell you to stop. Big deep breath, blow. Hard. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Good.
0.66?
0.06.
Is that?
You are just under the legal
Yeah, I
limit.
think it's
So if you were to be
0.08.
out right now, you would be charged with DWI, driving while intoxicated.
Even so, Jennifer decides to maintain her innocence.
had anything to drink today.
Okay.
But I'm under the legal limit, right?
So under
For
the legal
driving.
limit just means that you're under the legal limit. It shows that there's alcohol in your system, so you are still technically intoxicated. Like if you were to be out driving right now, you could still be charged for DWI. Not DUI, but DWI.
Oklahoma has a zero tolerance policy for drunk drivers, and even being slightly under the limit can land you in trouble. Although this isn't a traffic stop, it should be clear enough indication that Jennifer should not be at work, let alone in a classroom full of kids.
She is
Jennifer
slamming
still
that
says
water.
she hasn't had a drink at work, and in typical Karen style, she demands to know who accused her.
This makes me mad for somebody to say that I had stuff here. I've never, and I know it's a small town.
Yeah, like Major Mallinson was saying, that we're not privy to that information. We just get a call and come do it. You know what I mean?
The thing we'll have to do there.
Hey, welcome to the barbershop. We'll be with you shortly. Take your pants off. Start
There, just to speak the school language here for a second with you, is just she's not going to come back if she's not willing to give me a letter of resignation.
And that's something you'll work out between with her. But from a legal standpoint, I'm going to go ahead and make the arrest.
The school is trying to make this as painless as possible by giving Jennifer the opportunity to resign. If she doesn't, she could be fired, which would not only create an embarrassing situation, it could affect her chances of getting another teacher's job elsewhere.
I have not had any, that's what I'm saying. I haven't had anything today.
Okay, well, again, and I don't know your drinking habits. If somebody drinks a lot, and if they run with a normal BAC of, say, about a 0.06 or 0.08, that's what feels normal to them. Okay, from a legal standpoint, you're still intoxicated. When I checked your eyes for horizontal gaze nystagmus, you had every clue. You had the lack of equal pursuit, you had the onset of nystagmus prior to 45 degrees, and you had nystagmus at max deviation. If I had pulled you over, I'm going to be honest with you, you'd have been arrested for driving under the influence. No, today you're going to be arrested for public intoxication.
I would just like to know who reported, and I did not drink today.
Well, I'm going to tell you,
You're not going to know
from a
who.
legal standpoint, when people call in and report a crime, of any crime, we're not in the business
Yeah,
of
you
telling
can't
people who
tell them.
I know
reasons behind that.
I understand that.
If you think things couldn't get any worse for Jennifer,
She wants to know so that she can freaking have a grudge against that person and get back at them. That's why she wants to
think
freaking
again.
know.
As it turns out, her own child is a pupil at this very school.
In terms of your employment here, Jennifer, we can't move forward with you being a teacher here any longer.
Okay, I would like to resign. Can
Yeah.
her not be handcuffed out?
No.
The police department operates under policies and procedures.
Yep. You
And I
gotta
can't
be
do
arrested.
any more different than anybody else, or we're setting ourselves up for liability.
My child is in the 3rd grade hole.
Where's the classroom window at?
I-
It doesn't face out to this parking lot right here?
I don't
No?
know.
Okay, we'll be okay then. Your ID be in here?
Yeah, I can get
I'll
it.
get it for you. Once you're in custody, we have to search all belongings, okay?
But even
So you drove your child to school bringing alcohol. Nobody knows if she drank on her way there, but obviously drinking at school. And what was her plan? To drive her and her child home and possibly endangering the public, endangering herself, her child? Like, that's a big deal. Like, I don't know what was going through her
Even
freaking
in the
head.
face of her arrest, her fellow teachers allow her some dignity and promise to handle the situation as delicately as possible. A noble decision, especially when you consider that she could have been endangering the lives of dozens of children.
All right, go ahead and put your hands in front of you with your thumbs facing up, please.
Is this going to go on the news?
Chances are it will, Jennifer. I don't have
No,
control over
just YouTube with hundreds and thousands of views, possibly millions. Not just the news.
put on the news, but there's a good chance that news reporters will probably show up. I will be as discreet as I can in terms of how I handle
Could
it.
we, please, I've never been in trouble in my life.
And hopefully this will be the last time too. But despite the teachers swearing they'd handle things as discreetly as possible, the case did make the news, which is at least another step to making sure our kids are never put in the care of dangerous people like this.
Jeez, man. What has this world come to? And it's just gotten so much worse after 2021. It's a crazy world. See you next time. Bye-bye.